Okay, welcome to video 2. Now our production team tells us that we had quite a bit of wind noise on the last video at the gorge. I apologize for that. It's a pretty windy day today. In fact, as you can see up in the mountains, we're getting some weather up there and it looks like it's heading this way. So it's a little risky, frankly, to be doing this video, but that's just the kind of guy I am, dedicated to my viewers like that. So we were in the village of Arroyo Seco, which is about 10 miles north of Taos. On our way up into the mountains. We're at about 7,600 feet elevation, which is roughly 600 to 800 feet higher than the elevation in Taos. And as we continue up, if we were to continue north, we'd end up in Taos Ski Valley, which is about 15 miles north of Taos. The highest peak there is Wheeler Peak, which is 13,000 feet. So get some significant elevation up there, and as a result, you get some weather from time to time. So for those of you who do not have your Spanish to English translation dictionary handy, and who did not take Spanish in high school or don't remember, Arroyo Seco translates to dry creek. Although, if we get that weather that it looks like is heading our way, that might be a wet creek today, I'm not sure. Arroyo, of course, also a famous pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds, Bronson Arroyo, though I do not believe he's got any connection to this little village. So we're going to do a walking tour here. I know you're excited about that, the second walking tour of the day, but that's really the best way to see the village here. We're probably not going to take the video inside the shops here. I don't know that the shopkeepers would appreciate that. And actually, as I walked by to do a little reconnaissance on this, I noticed that it looks like the power's out. So I'm not sure that we'll be able to get inside there anyway. But a small little village here. We've got a organic market and cafe. Some food trucks over there. A few B&Bs and rental places. We've got an art gallery up here on our left, which is what Taos is really famous for, art galleries, and so it's no surprise to find one up here. Quite a bit of Southwest art. We've got art gallery there and another to our left. Now I'm anxious to try this place over here on the right, which is called Taos Cow. If you can see the sign there, that's an ice cream place. And so we'll have to stop by there later and check it out. It does get good reviews. There you see the Bienvenidos Arroyo Seco. Welcome to Arroyo Seco. Apparently founded in 1806. Got a yoga studio, pottery. Got a little local shop here. And as you see, all dark in there, so either we're conserving energy or the power's out. I'm gonna go with power being out. A pottery studio here. Again, everything a little dark right now. They're still transacting business inside, it looks like. Abe's Cantina across the way there, a Mexican restaurant and bar. Not tried that out yet. We've got the Arroyo Seco Mercantile right here, where, as you can see, they have everything from antiques to textiles and everything in between. And apparently they've won some awards. We'll probably go in there and look around a little bit later. Again, looks pretty dark, although I think they may have some skylights that are shining a little light on there, but we must be out of power, which probably makes non-cash transactions a little difficult. We'll close out our tour here by taking a left here to see the historic church circa 1834. Didn't do any reconnaissance on this, so not frankly sure what we're getting ourselves into. It's a surprise for me as well as for you. Again, apologies for not being able to pause the video. If any of you out there know of a way to do that, please feel free to leave that in the comments below, because that would certainly improve the quality of our video production and eliminate these walking intervals that you're getting right now. You can see, even though we're in the high desert, there is a lot of color here. It's not like the desert of Phoenix or Tucson or anything like that. We get a lot of color here. You can see wildflowers and bushes pretty much everywhere. Pretty dark up there in the mountains. And this must be the historic church right here. I'm guessing a Catholic church. We'll take a little walk around here and see if we can get a shot of the entrance before we close out video number 2 today. You can see the aspen trees, not yet turned, still green. Starting to get a little yellow on them. Not sure if we'll see yellow while we're still here or not. Probably turn a little bit later here, I would think. And there we see the entrance to the church. One thing we don't see on this gate is a lock, so that sounds like an invitation. We'll just kind of walk on in. We do have pine trees here. They're not, this is the tallest one I've actually seen. Most of them have been smaller kind of scrub trees. So I guess as we get higher into the mountains, we're going to get more of the traditional tall pines. So there you see it, constructed 1834, so this church almost 200 years old. We'll probably try the door and go inside, but I would imagine in the event we're able to get inside, they would probably not appreciate videography in there, so we'll do that off camera. Looks like a small cemetery here. And like a lot of the buildings here, the kind of the stucco style, this does not have the flat roof that you see on many of the stucco buildings here and that we've received some questions about. It's got, you know, sort of the traditional roof, although it is a metal roof. But I'm assuming that's because they have the vaulted ceilings, the high ceilings inside, being a church. And looks like we've got more gravestones over here. So some burial sites on both sides of the church. So I'm sure there's some history there. So I'm going to try the door now, see if I have any success there. But I believe that concludes our walking tour of Arroyo Seco. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll be coming to you, like it or not, with more videos on this trip.